It's good to be back.
Yeah, it is. It is good to be back, actually.
Yeah, a lot happened in the time between our last recording and this one. Firstly, we went viral on TikTok, which I didn't have on my bingo card. Honestly, like I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that one threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, because it just like was like all at once, and then it was like back to back. Every clip was going crazy.
I think the clip that we went viral for is the fun part. Was Burna Boy situation.
Right, the main one was the Burna Boy.
See, the Marvel one, I need to clarify something on that Marvel one because some people there were taking it a little too.
Let's save that one for later.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Burna Boy one was the first one. It was the main one, actually. It was the biggest one. I guess we were upset because we said we're not going to the concert.
People were upset.
People were upset because we said no, they said we're trying. People said that we're trying to cancel Burna Boy because we said we're not going to the show, which is like crazy because how am I supposed to cancel somebody who's using his hand to cancel himself?
Yeah, I'm very confused. Sometimes fans always cause wala for no reason. What do you mean by we're trying to cancel him? We're just calling him out on something that he obviously did that was wrong.
Niggas said you're not going to a show, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're trying to cancel a black man because I'm clearly Asian, right?
Right.
Like, this is some
So
kind of
they're okay with Burna Boy just kicking him on the face, like
obviously because they
so-
kept going to his shows. after the first person got stomped in the face, and then Burna Boy paid one of the fans in the front to go to the back. He gave them money. I don't know if you saw that one. That was like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Gave the guy money.
2019?
Told him like 20.
It was before COVID.
It was like 2019. Gave the guy money. Said, "Go to the back. I don't like your vibes or whatever."
I saw that video.
All right. Okay. After the stomping thing, it even became like a viral thing where with his the previous album, he was doing the stomping thing with his Timberlands. People made a joke out of it. Then I think in 2022, 2023, he went to a show in Lagos. It was like 6 hours late or something,
6 hours later,
and told them that he told the fans there that if not for Sheyi vibes, he would have gone home. And then after he finished his nonsense round and they were booing him, as soon as he said, "Tell me what you see when you look at me," everybody now did some balaja.
So
So he's clearly been on the road, but you know what was different this time? I think what was different this time was he did it to a woman. Like the target was a woman specifically, and women don't play when it comes to this kind of thing. As an artist, if you have a female fellowship or followership, and then you do something that is perceived to be anti-women, they will get you out of here.
So what
fast.
how about the Lambo one? Why didn't I get him cancelled? If that's the case.
That's different now. That's transactional messy. This is not like concert, like relationship between artist and fan. That was like
Yeah, well,
okay,
that's
you know what I'm
fans.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was different. You know what I'm saying?
know.
Yeah. So this time you targeted a woman who wasn't bothering anybody. Obviously, women are not going to stand for that. And then you didn't apologize.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm on right now.
Because people are saying Burna Boy apologized. Now I'll read what the so-called apology is. And you tell me if this sounds like it's an apology. He said, "I understand the agenda against me and I came to terms with it a long time ago. So my skin is bulletproof at this point. I wasn't going to address this, but if you make the pilot uncomfortable in a plane you bought a ticket for, you will be deported or arrested as soon as you land. You pay school fees, but you will be kicked out of class if you make it uncomfortable for the teacher to do his job. My shows have people who have beaten cancer or overcame something very serious, etc. And none of them have ever slept. LOL. I leave my soul on every stage. I get on even if it's only 10 people. I leave my soul on every stage I get on, even if it's only 10 people in attendance. And I will gladly be cancelled if we are now in a world where you can treat me like a stripper, slap my ass, and tell me to keep dancing because you throw $100 at me."
There's two things. Is it done?
There's more.
Oh,
And then he said, by the way, there was that clip that leaked of him saying he only wants his only fans that have money that he's looking for. Where he's like, "Did I ask you to be my fans?"
how long ago was this? Was this after this or was this before?
I think the video is a little older, but it just
Yeah,
came.
no.
But this is the first time that video has surfaced, so we can't really tell when exactly it happened. So he says, "By the way, I was joking around with my band about something else, not necessarily the situation, and Yah has spun it as usual, saying Burna Boy doesn't love his fans. If you hate me so much, either kill me or leave me alone. I'm fighting my own battles, and I never come out here to look for pity or help. I love who loves me and respect who respects me. Free Sudan, free Congo, free Nigeria. Then he said, I sincerely apologize if I'm wrong. I'm not always right, but I feel right about this. Anyway, I'm just human, so fuck me.
For me, that's a half-ass apology. Show it towards with that ending part where he tried to be like, "Oh yeah, I apologize if I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong." So pretty much, he was in his head is like he's not. It's not an apology.
You didn't apologize. That is not an apology. But you see in our comments, people saying, "Oh, he apologized, like forgive him." It's not for me to for like that's none of my business. It's not for me to forgive him. But this is not an apology.
You want me to be like fully candid with Burna Boy?
I mean, that's the only way to be.
Burna Boy, what I feel like, I feel like you lost the plot somewhere, and I'll just be real with you. Like, you need to respect your fans. From what you read, zero accountability whatsoever. Even if they were in the wrong or whatever it is, as an artist, you're already bigger. It's your platform, it's your stage. You're the one that is gathering and bringing up people in. You, as an artist, need to understand how to work with your fans. They're your little kids.
Right.
Something happened. You know what? How you handle or address the situation matters. You literally disrespected two people that paid for your show. Your show was on a Wednesday. People have work. You're in the US, you're not Nigeria. Let's drop that one there. You grew up in the Yankees or in the UK, so you know how it goes. People got work. They paid money to your stuff. Yeah, I'm a little tired, I was a little sleepy. At least give them the money and send them to the back. You send them out of the show. You tell them to, and then you give that half-ass apology. No, that's not even an apology. You give that, and then we're meant to take it because it's you. It's just the arrogance is too much. I don't like that, man.
Listen, in Nigeria, we have a saying that goes now from clap, dance, they start, right? Which basically means is the little things that lead up to like the major thing. So we started off from, I'll give you money to go to the back. And it has advanced or evolved into get the fuck out of my show.
After they paid.
So I wouldn't even say
This
like
economy.
I wouldn't even say, oh, it's okay, tell them to go to the back or give them money and tell them to no. Leave niggas alone. Leave people alone. If they are in the front and they are interacting and they want to touch you, you stomp them in the face. Okay. If they are in the front and they are awake, listening to like watching you perform, then you get angry at them and say they're not dancing enough for you. Then if they're tired and they come in the middle of the week to your show and sit in the front and they sleep, you tell them to get the fuck out. You're the entertainer. Why are you putting a spotlight on me to entertain you, who is the performer? So at the end of the day, see, Nigerians are in a very toxic relationship with Burna Boy because despite everything that he has done to them on ground at home, he has never gotten this kind of reception. There's never been this kind of response to what he does. Everybody just kind of is like, chalks it up to like, all right, it's Burna Boy. Like the next song or hit drops and then it's like, boom, okay, we've moved on. It's whatever. Meanwhile, here, he only had to do it once and I don't even think that couple was Nigerian, honestly. I don't think that was a Nigerian couple. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't know if they're Nigerian or not.
My guess is that they're not Nigerian. Okay. Did it to the wrong crowd. And plus, people already feel a way about some of the things he said in the past about how he said Black Americans kind of are treated the way they are here because they don't have a country to fall back on. He was using an example. He said the Chinese have like China and the Italian Americans have like Italy behind them. But he said like the US disrespects Black Americans because they don't have like a whole country behind them. And people interpreted that as him saying that Black Americans don't have a culture, right? Which, to be fair, that's not what he said. Mm-hmm. But people were already feeling salty about him even speaking on Black American business. Like, stay in your fucking lane, right? Which I respect. So now then you come here and then you do that, they're already like, okay, now this disrespect is too fucking much and we're not fucking with you. So what you've now seen is, since then, Burna Boy has cancelled 2 of his shows.
Which I'm glad. We didn't talk about when Chicago's show was on.
It was on a Monday.
It's tomorrow.
On a Monday.
On a M-O-N-D.
On a Monday.
This is not Obi's house. This is not, bro, what?
Listen.
Yo.
I looked at the tickets for that show like a few days ago. Not a single section was sold out. Not one. So obviously you're going to cancel that show because you're trying to escape the embarrassment of like people actually, this is not even an agenda or anything like Stan Wars, like people were not going to show up to your show. like I said before, the last album was some bullshit, and I stand on that. So you're not hot. You don't have anything that's really hitting up the streets right now. No really good music. And then on top of that, you're disrespecting fans. It's like the perfect trifecta right there. Nobody is showing up to your show
Yeah.
and spending their. Do you know what people can do with their money?
That's
Do you know?
true.
Do you know what people can do? There are other artists here. There are American artists here that are great performers that I'll carry my money and go and give, or I'll put it in my savings, or do so many other things with it. You think you're doing me a favor by showing up to perform? So no, I don't need to fucking cancel Burna Boy. I have no interest in like. Nigga, I don't know what fit I'm going to work tomorrow. It's now to cancel Burna Boy that I'm trying to.
Yeah, I don't. It's not. It
No.
wasn't about canceling.
It's not about canceling
there's no
anybody.
Treatment is consistent maltreatment towards his fans. That was
Right.
that was what it was.
And
So,
because people have a slavery mindset, they want to keep speaking up for somebody that is not even apologetic about the nonsense that he's
yeah,
doing.
it's not apologetic. It needs to. It definitely needs to like at least work on that. You're getting to that point in your career that it's like now you've hit your high. You're gonna start going either you plateau somewhere or you start descending, and it's how it's how you make yourself descend. You can catch on and be a responsible person and descend properly.
Honestly, I don't even think you should apologize at this point.
Yeah,
Because
it's not honest.
any apology you give
not
at this
genuine.
point, it will not be genuine. You've already said that you stand on it. And then the video of you turning up on Thanksgiving, which we know what that was about, to show that you're unbothered, you have tripled down on what it is that you did.
Yeah,
So-
I just watched that today.
Yeah, so stand on your business and you will see the results. Burna Boy in an unreleased song said himself, he said, they tell person, don't be only school, then they learn lesson. And Baba, you will learn.
Bars.
Keep doing it and you will learn. It's so funny how quickly our own words end up being representative of our lives. So we've seen the results. No need to talk too much. Show has been cancelled. Tickets were not sold. If you like, fight us in the comments. The thing that we're saying here is what is reflecting outside.
It's the truth.
And that's it. Anyway, in other news, in the middle of the entire thing, people were sending us music. There were a couple of people who hit us up because they liked our honest take and opinions on the culture, and they wanted to get our perspective on some songs. And because we're about underground artists here, I think it was like a perfect opportunity to get put onto some music and to like share our own, opinions on some underground P. So first thing I'm going to do is read a message from one of our listeners. This guy is in Liberia, by the way. Shout out to Liberia. I've never been.
I've never been to Liberia before.
I've never been to Liberia. Have you met any Liberians?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've met like a couple.
I've not met that much Liberians, but I've met like one or two.
Yeah. So to even think that people are like tapping in to us like that, I know it's a global world, but like it still says
It's appreciated.
it's definitely appreciated. So I'm going to go ahead and read the message from this listener, Hens. He said, I'm from Liberia and I started watching all your analysis about entertainment and discussing issues about the industry. And I must say that I admire you guys. My little nephew, I found out about you guys through my little nephew, who I saw first watching your episode where you were talking about artists doing things for their people and not necessarily having to feature certain people to make your craft dope. Especially when they're bringing different kinds of flavors that might not resonate with the genre. He says, my nephew is an upcoming artist in Liberia, but he grew up and went to school in Ghana. So he has been doing this kind of Afro-fusion kind of thing, blending the Liberian and Nigerian or Ghanaian kind of accents, not to limit him to just Liberia. This was his first song he did the beginning of this year. I thought you could listen and maybe could advise or maybe give some suggestions for him, please, because I know you guys actually understand the music business. I think we get the gist of the message. Shout out to Hens for being a concerned uncle and
That's cool.
putting on for his nephew. Right? Do you have the song pulled up?
So, is
It's,
this one?
That's the one. Yes.
Show me how to play 'em.
Yeah. What's the title? This is Away by Jailer.
Yeah, Jailer Away. Oh, Away.
Away.
Put it up.
and we can roll. Your time different, in my son, she not be April fool. Bad boy, I love for your true. Only money put them in the mood. Yeah. Post time for Instagram. Tell them my time naka. My money plenty for the front seat. So the girls make plenty for the back seat. Oh yeah. We taking your girl away. Every night get money, we taking yours away. We taking the girls away. All of the girls away.
I think that was a good.
That was good. Sorry, my thing.
No, I think you cut off at like the perfect. At a good. Yeah, actually, that was on point. What are your thoughts?
I thought this guy is Nigerian. This guy's not Nigerian.
He's not Nigerian. He's Liberian.
It sounds very Nigerian. So, you sound very, very Nigerian, which is good. It means that you can easily penetrate into the Nigerian market with that animosity. No one will really know. Your sound. I'm not criticizing. I'm just this is a general opinion. Right. Your sound is popular, so it means that you have a lot of competition going into that business. So that's going to be very hard for you to penetrate, especially since the exposure is not already there. And since your sound is very popular, it's going to be hard to penetrate to the guys that are already there. So you got to look for something that is uniquely you. Either, I'm not sure how you can get on mixtapes or just something that is uniquely you. I don't know what that is. You gotta, you know yourself more than me. That's the one thing I would say. Other than that, that's good music. I think if you were in Nigeria and you worked with some of the guys there, you would get exposure a lot quicker as well too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, before I give my take, he also added, he said, my little nephew really has passion for the music, but just that it's not easy coming up in an industry like Liberia that doesn't really embrace the kind of music he's doing. And he's not being looked at because they feel he's not singing purely in the local Liberian accent. And we are just trying to help him, though it's not easy financially.
No be local Liberians say they get money. Let's be honest with ourselves. No. I'm gonna be extremely dead ass, and that's because that's my issue with Ghana. That's my issue. That's my big issue. That's my biggest issue with Ghana. Actually, you need to understand your market. You need to understand who the consumers are in your market. When it comes to Africa, the general consumers, the biggest consumers, money spender consumers, is Ghana. Unfortunately, Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa. Those are the three biggest units that they consume you. They will sell out. They will actually put money there. Right. But your biggest market is Nigeria. South Africa, yes, but Nigeria. And South Africa is a certain sound. Nigeria is a diverse sound there.
Right.
So this is perfect. What he's doing is perfect. Have you ever heard anyone sing from the Liberian? Even Cameroon with the next door. Do you know what the Cameroon?
I don't know what the Liberian song sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jackson, Liberian girl.
Yeah, he's very correct. It's very correct, bro. But no, so with that one, I think you're doing fine. I don't think you would worry about. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing. Right. You think if Diamond Platinum was singing in that the Tanzanian that I think they're going to will blow. He did what he needed to do, and look at him now.
He knows why he's stealing popular Afrobeat songs.
He's borrowing, he's sampling. He's sampling.
The guy's a thief.
What's your advice for the guy?
I'm with you. Hey, Jayla, I think you should follow the money, man. But I also think you should start small. Like you said, top 3 markets, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. I think the smallest of them would be Ghana, right? So if the people in Liberia are hitting on you because you don't sound Liberian enough or you sound too Nigerian, then go somewhere else where your Nigerian sound will be appreciated. Mm-hmm. And I think you should start from Ghana. Mm-hmm. Listen, the Ghanaian artists that we as Nigerians know about, the King Promises and
they sound very Nigerian. That's why I like them.
But if they have started off trying to sell directly to Nigeria, they will get lost. They will get lost in the Afrobeat source because there are so many artists in Nigeria already who have that step ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? They have like several foot ahead of you. Mm-hmm. So you be several feet. Background. So they wouldn't have even gotten in the first place. So what they do, they focused on Ghana, and then the bigger they got, then they started doing the features with they started doing the features with Nigerian artists, which further put them on the map. So I think you should do your best to sell yourself to the Ghana market.
Yeah.
So work with Ghanaian blogs, Ghanaian influencers, and I know it's hard to do that when you don't really have money. But put yourself in those spaces. I don't know whether they're like Telegram group chats or anything like that. Create channels save up as much as you can. Try to do like I think it's relatively easy to get some like radio interviews in Ghana and stuff. Do what you can to kind of put yourself on the map. Reach out to some underground Ghanaian artists so that way they are kind of helping you do some groundwork over there. That's the first thing.
You have a lot more confidence in Ghana than I do.
I definitely do. I think it's easier to get into the Ghana market than it is to enter Nigeria and South Africa.
I don't know. I beg to differ.
I
think as a Ghanaian, it's easier for you to get to the Ghanaian markets. As a Ghanaian and Nigerian, since we're very close like that. So
I'm not saying it's
else,
going to be the easiest mission, but as far as how more likely you are to get ahead, I think Ghana is your best bet. The other thing is I want to salute you on being able to adopt a culture or like a sound, or I don't even know whether it's the accent I really want to say, but like the lamba and everything, like the language.
Sounds very, very
being able to immerse yourself in that and sound Nigerian or even partially Ghanaian. That's not easy because I know some Liberians and I know how they talk, and it doesn't sound like we speak pidgin, but they don't sound Nigerian. You can tell like these are people from somewhere else, but you actually sound like, except for the little, like when I'm paying attention to the lyrics and I'm hearing some words he's using, I'm like, okay, it's not. I can tell you're not Nigerian, but for the most part, you sound Nigerian. So I can tell that you're dedicated to your craft. Even your choice of production, it's like you have studied the game. Like you are a real listener. And I would hate for that to, that hatred that you're receiving at home, I would hate for that to make you not want to keep doing what it is that you're doing.
It wasn't hatred.
His uncle said they hate now because he's not Liberian enough. That sounds like hate to me.
Yeah, like if this is a sound that you are doing, that means you're not adopting the Liberians, and that means this is you. So you want to be your authentic self. So if this is your stuff, just do it and just build on it.
Yeah, don't feel the need to do whatever that local music they're asking you to do is. Don't feel pressure to.
Yes, if you can't do Liberian sound, do the Liberian sound. And if you can do it, then you can always switch.
You do the Nigerian sound pretty well. So start from Ghana, build that community. And listen, it might not happen for you until like maybe 5-6 years. So don't beat yourself up if like in a year or two it hasn't taken off. Like these things take time. The people that you see that it appears like they woke up and blew up, they've been putting in work for a long time. The Marvel, as people like to correct me, it's not Marvel. The Marvel that you see now, they said he has been grinding for like 7-8 years. But it looks like he just popped up out of nowhere.
Popped up. First, I won't say what I was going to say.
So Jayla, we fuck with this actually. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would like to rate it. I'll give this like an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 9, Seth. It's actually a pretty good song. Like, it's not a song that I listened to and I was like, oh, let me skip. Like, I want to listen to something else. And that will fit into any Nigerian playlist.
Yeah, it will
for sure it will. I'm rocking with it. It's already in my likes. So shout out to you. Keep doing what it is that you're doing. Scale of 1 to 10. What do you rate it?
I don't want to rate it. I'm very like harsh critic. So
I think his uncle wants you to say what it is that is on your mind. I think that's why he hit us up.
Yeah, but like no, because like if I'm doing unbiased, I don't care if you're a new or upcoming artist.
You say whatever it is that you need to say.
Too many. So for a Nigerian sound, and the adaptation of that stuff, I give you really high. So I'll give you 8 or 9 out of 10 on that scale. On music scaling, it's too pop because this is more pop sounding. So if you're trying to this can never be your breakout music because it's gonna get lost in the sauce. So I give it a 5 on that one. That's on where you have to like come up with something different. I'm not sure what that is. Just do something that you can still be authentic, but something that is not already there. Because you're going to be in that competition and you will not blow like that. So that's why I'm only scaling on that base on the pop side. It's not really something new.
I see what you're saying, and I'll never fight the idea of being of variety or like setting yourself apart. So if you can't do that, then go ahead. If you can't, then start with the thing where Sabi do.
Yeah.
Focus on your strengths so that way your weakness will not really be that apparent. And try Ghana. Shoot your shots with Ghana. I'm telling you it will work.
I highly doubt it, but let's go.
Check in with us in a few months.
See, if Ghana end up being it, then I guess I stand corrected.
Yeah,
I highly doubt it.
We'll roll the clip back. No wahala. And in the spirit of sounding different, setting yourself apart. There's a project that dropped recently that is getting some criticism. Actually, I have something in the DMs about a hot take regarding this artist and this thing. I'll go ahead and read the message, and you give me your initial response to this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm kind of scared.
All right. So this person says, Thames's music sounds like unseasoned chicken. Like some ingredients are there, but is just missing a little spiciness to it. I know she can do it, but she just chooses to settle on what she can do easily, and I just want so much better for her.
Sounds like a concerned fan that wants the best for her, but the messaging was too
Too strong,
Too
too out there.
it was out of pocket, because when you hear the album, when you hear the album, it doesn't warrant what the person said.
Yeah, I think the person is talking about just lyrically, like lyrics. If you
Lyrics.
if you listen to Thames's lyrics, they are very I don't know if there's a nice way to say
Simple?
it. It's very simple, very like predictable. Like it's very, very simple. And I think people just want to hear more of it. Like they want to see more of a pen. I honestly think Thames could use a writer.
She thinks she doesn't have writer right now.
It doesn't sound like it.
You can check, see the credits.
Also keep in mind that producers get writer credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I see any other person, then we just assume to me that she has.
If you see a bunch of other people, then maybe
Yeah.
we can.
I'm not sure if.
But I definitely listen. I don't know about unseasoned chicken, but I definitely think that Thames.
Yeah, she has a writer. She has someone else, Veronica. But there's only one person, so I'm assuming she wrote most of her stuff. Written by Timlade, Okpeni, and Veronica Vera.
Okay, but is Veronica like providing vocals, or is she actually writing? I don't know about that yet.
That's a good question. It's written by, so she could have maybe ad-libbed some
Yeah,
stuff.
but
so.
she also gets writers
credit.
credit for some
I
stuff like
I
that.
think Thames wrote majority of this.
Right. So it's like just Thames, you are dope. Like what you are doing has gotten you to where you are, but sometimes the vehicle that gets you to this part of the road is not what is supposed to boost you forward. You know, sometimes you're in different terrain, or you just need to get ahead, and just need to do something a little different. And I do think that Thames could use a little variety, especially when you're dropping a surprise EP. If the songs on your EP sound like something songs like could fit perfectly into your other projects, it's kind of showing that there's no real growth as far as your writing or your artistry is concerned.
I don't know. I disagree with you and the other person on the thingy.
The unseasoned chicken person.
Yes.
Okay.
I think she put out music. It's about to be December. She knows it's going to be popping in Nigeria. And it's an EP. It's not even an album.
Right.
She put out some stuff that she probably already had and she wanted to, and it was, for me, it was properly well. She had different types sounding music in what she put out. It wasn't like just one generic stuff. So she did something different there. You can complain about the lyrics, but the timing of it doesn't really scream like a major. It's not like a major song that she put out. She put out music.
Major release.
It's not a major release. She put out, so being overly critic is just people just trying to just talking to talk. That's what I genuinely get from it.
Okay.
I'm not a diehard Thames fan. I'm not a diehard Thames fan. I like Thames. So I'm not here speaking from a biased mindset.
Right.
I heard all the songs, and I hear beats first before I hear sound. And those beats, they will be there for a minute. It's gonna go.
Okay.
I think she's fine.
So you think Thames should stick with
I don't think
whatever she's doing?
I think she's put out songs that she wrote properly in the past on multiple albums.
Oh, so you think that these are songs from the vault? She just said, "All right, here, take them."
I think she should just put together this one. She maybe already made it already, and she added some stuffs to it. Yeah.
If that's the case, then the unseasoned chicken user would, I guess, be kind of right that this is
like
EP. It sounds the same.
It's not an album.
If you're going to experiment, when is the best time, an EP or an album?
EP.
Okay. So I think that there's some validity to
no, because she already put out good albums. What, she won Grammys from 2 of them or 1 of them? She got a Grammy from 1 of them. Yeah, she got a Grammy from 1 of them.
I don't think she won a Grammy from any of her albums.
Yes, she did. She won a Grammy this thing now.
for her own
Her
body
own song,
of
yeah.
her
Am
own.
I tweaking?
No, for a song. No, a song that she wrote on, but I don't think she won a Grammy for her own body of work. Like I mean, like her own.
But
project.
if that's still speaking on what she wrote on, my point is, it ties into like when it comes to lyricism, she's not mediocre. Every now and then, are you telling me that these guys were putting out? They always put out consistent banger. I think the critic was too much for someone that has consistently, I guess, for Tim's artists, have shown that she can actually do it. So if she wants to have a little fun before December and put out an EP, not even an album, an EP.
Just throw an EP.
Just throw EP and then for
let's
for duration, for
yeah.
why are people?
So let's give her that grace of just like just throw it.
She's not a mediocre artist when it comes to the lyricism. I guess.
I wouldn't call terms mediocre.
Yes.
By
any means, yes. So
any means,
at that point, like why we being overly critical when someone can, when she can put it out and she put it out, if it's an album, I'll probably be like, oh, it's an album. Like, she took her time with this. Okay. But EP could be, like you said, in the vault. You just had it.
And then you just there's some loosies.
I think people are just being a little too much sometimes on that one.
Okay, well, shout out to Thames. Another female artist that has been in the conversation underground as well is Fave. Do you listen to Fave?
No, I think she was in that feature. One song that's
Kante.
Fever. Is it Fever?
Kante.
I know Kante now.
You know Kante now.
Yeah, I said Fever. Let me search the song first.
Who be Fever, big?
I can't because I can't sing it because my voice will be extremely terrible.
Sing and make her hear.
You go, Papa. Your father. I am not singing that shit, bro. You will not prosper, bro. Let me have you. I'm going to embarrass myself a bit.
That's crazy.
This song I know from her. This song I know.
Baby, this is a case, so my butterflies when they come out for the cage, yo. I know it's strange, though, but no pick up, no.
Yeah.
Shout out to Faith.
That's not her. I think that's Sound. Faith is the girl. She comes.
I would hope that's not Faith that was singing.
No.
That's
She
obviously.
comes in
That's obviously.
She comes in later.
So she recently featured an AI choir on the song on the release. She had dropped a single previously. Forgive me for not remembering the name. I should probably look it up. Right?
You should look it up.
I should look it up so I can address this properly. Intentions.
Intentions, the name of the song.
Yes. So Fave recently put out a new single called Intentions. And I think some AI account on TikTok like choirized it or something. Like they put a choir, like they made an AI version of the song.
Not her.
Not her.
Okay.
Like an account on TikTok that does AI versions of people's songs. Made like a choir version that went viral, like it blew up. And I guess Fave made the executive decision to be like, all right, I'm going to incorporate this into a single. Okay. And so she like dropped a follow-up, like, and she did it with the AI choir and actually gave the AI choir credit, like a feature credit on, I think, Urban Chords is the AI. Do you want to hear the
Yes,
song?
I'm very curious.
This is Intentions by Fave, featuring Urban Chords.
You said rendezvous, but now you're nowhere to be found. I wish I could afford a rollie, drive around and fuck the booty, but my mom depending on me. Turn up the volume for me, if it gonna happen to me. Yeah, I think I'ma know. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm curious to hear what the original one sounds like at this point now.
Okay, sure.
Just to know, kind of know.
I'll go ahead and play it. There it is. And this song was from July, by the way.
Okay. This is the original one. You want my unfiltered opinion?
Yeah.
I think the original is better. I think I'm also biased to certain types of chords, and that is one of them. When I feel like you can't go wrong with that type of chords. The AI one is good, it gives its soul, I guess, in the background. But from what I'm hearing from the original song, that's not the vibe that it was going for.
That's not what she was going for. Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, so it can be two separate things. Whatever the audience is feeling, you can adapt which one. I think she's smart for capitalizing on that. I'm assuming the AI one got traction, Abi.
It did, yeah.
Yeah,
it
so
did. It did.
exposure to the main song and to her song as well too. So she's smart for that, as opposed to being overly. I understand the critic with AI, but I think she didn't do bad with this one.
Okay. But you like the OG?
I like the OG one. Yes, I'm biased to that kind of sound.
Version. So when she put it out, she addressed like using this AI version, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, my song Intentions is on the very short list of songs that I wrote about myself, becoming an adult and realizing that you can never be in control all the time. I struggled with accepting the things I could not change, and in the face of change, I staggered too. So when my mom and my friends told me about an AI version of my song being on the net, and my fans began asking me to release it, I struggled so hard to accept that. But that's the old me. It's happening, so why fight it? I recorded this version featuring AI on the choir vocals because I wanted to maintain dual authenticity. I wanted the visual to feel like a backyard acoustic session if backyards exist in outer space. So we painted our bodies metallic blue.
There's a video?
There's a video.
Is that what she's talking about?
She's referencing the video. My love to everyone who helped to bring my idea to life. We had so much fun cooking this up. We nearly burnt down the kitchen. There are people in the industry that are saying she betrayed artistic integrity by adopting the AI version.
Mm-hmm, I can see that too.
I can totally see that, but I also don't blame her, because as an artist, if I put, like she said, it's one of the few songs that she really wrote about herself. Like, she was very vulnerable with that.
Mm-hmm.
If I put out that kind of song, and then I see that people are vibing more with the AI version of it, do you sit there on the sidelines and you're just issuing takedowns and you're like, fuck this shit, I'm upset? Or do you take ownership of it and make it yours so that you benefit directly from it? Mm-hmm. And she chose the latter. I don't fault her for that. My question is, if every time you put out new music and they AIize it, right? Like, are you going to have to keep featuring AI artists, AI choirs, and stuff like that? Or, like, is it like a, incident by incident basis?
I think people are just mad at that because she gave in. I guess she enabled it in a way by incorporating it into like her song as well too. That seems what the backlash is from guys in the industry. So I understand where that's coming from, but I also understand that thinking as well too. Now you put it very well cleanly with it was a vulnerable. It's a song means a lot to her. So if that version is what people were resonating with as an artist, you want that for yourself.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have the biggest light in general when it comes to mainstream. She's not really underground, but like she's not like mainstream.
Underground has tears. But she's not mainstream and she's not
really
super
underground. She's above underground. So having good exposure for you is any exposure that is good is always it's good that you capitalize on it. So I'm not criticizing. I think she did what she thought was she made the decision.
I don't blame her at all either. I think people are just feeling like, she was only thinking about herself, but she's not telling anybody else to do this.
Yeah,
she's just saying this is a decision that I made for myself,
and she's not big enough.
And she's not big enough where you say, I did it because Faith did it.
Yeah,
no disrespect to Faith, but like Faith is not an influencer in that sense. So whatever she has decided to do with her career, with her song, let her have that, because it's her story. She wrote it. This is how she wants to reclaim it. Go ahead, more power to you. Okay. I think it definitely beats like being mad and crying about people liking what it is that they like or gravitating towards whatever it is that they gravitated towards.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Faith for kind of setting an example for how you take ownership of certain things. I know you're going to get a lot of flack for it. People are going to look at you one kind for it. But when you reach that turn, may they handle them how they want, they handle them. It's done. It's done. There's no undoing.
I don't know.
it.
I'm very big
That's
with
it.
people over criticizing AI stuff. I'm always big on it because I watched one guy create a Japanese rock, and that sounded so good.
Yeah.
Like for AI, I'm like AI could be used
Yeah,
very well,
yeah,
utilized
absolutely.
properly.
But I definitely think that there's space for AI in Afrobeats. To be very honest with you, the reason why I think that is because last year I was listening. Nice dropped
Nice.
the Nice that you know, Kongwaso Nice.
He dropped music.
Kongwaso Nice dropped music.
Shout out
dropped.
to Nice.
He actually dropped an album, a EP last year.
I'm checking that shit out. Last year, I've been so lost.
Yeah, and it's called Observatory, right?
Yeah.
I was listening to it last year, and there's this song on there. It's called Get Away, which was my favorite song on the project. And I was listening to it, and I'm like, man, Nice doesn't sound the same. Like, I see what he's trying to do, but he doesn't sound anywhere near the same as like he used to.
Before?
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's smoking, it might be aging, might be
It's his voice.
his voice is not as you can tell he's trying to use auto tune in some ways, but meanwhile, Nice before, what he sounded like now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to that, and I was thinking, man, like, what if more veterans, or I don't know, I don't say more because I don't know anybody that has done it yet. What if Afrobeats veterans who are still trying to put out music, or for the love of the game, or maybe they're trying to do something like financial, but they don't sound the same? What if they were able to use AI to restore that voice?
I'd rather use AI to restore some of your good music than restore the voice.
How you want to use AI to
Yes,
restore
you can
music?
use AI to restore good music. Those videos where I don't post that looks like you see Sound City on the background, like you screen grabbed from Music Nigeria. I beg.
That's crazy.
I'd rather use AI to restore that one than that. You can use like tone, the vocal changing. Don't use AI to. You don't. Sometimes I think where you're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't always have to go for your past glory. Where you're at can also be something that is useful. It depends on you as an artist to create something from that. Like the advice we give that other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an OG, and you've grown, you can't be sounding. You don't be sounding like how you were sounding when you were in your 20s, when you were in your 30s. If you're 40 or 50, sing like that. Imagine, but you get my point.
Okay, so what happens in case of the few times where we've seen artists who have had to clock out of the game because they had some kind of like sickness that affected their ability to sing or anything like that? Like, what of those people who they can still write, they still want to make music, but for one reason or the other, they're not able to make music the way that they like to? I think Celine Dion also had like some health issues that are also like, prohibiting her from actually performing, making new music.
That's
right?
very sad.
It's very tragic, right? And maybe sometimes the one thing that will help is being able to express yourself through the music, but you just can't, you're physically unable to do so. Right? Like, don't you think that that's somewhere where I feel like that's somewhere where AI, you kind of use AI, you write your music and then have it deliver it for you in that sense?
If it sounds good, it sounds good. I don't really care where the music comes from. If it sounds good to me, it sounds good. Yeah. Now, the only reason why I'm being critical is because I can tell that it's going to gain a lot of backlash from that community. Like, artists are not going to respect the artists that use AI because they'll feel like it's not original.
Yeah.
They will feel like it's not like, it was not them.
Yeah.
So that's why, why do you want that type of? If your time is past, your time is past already. Like, you can make it for yourself and then drop it as a mixtape or something. But I'm just saying, it's like, if you've done what you need to be done and now you're unable to do it anymore, you can use AI as a tool, but don't be surprised for the backlash that you get.
If you get a negative response from
yes, and they will get a negative response from it.
Listen, I think if you're an artist who's in maybe you got a life sentence or something, and maybe you need to make music so you can still be able to buy cup noodles in jail or something.
Crazy.
You can't record through the jail phone. I won't blame you if you use AI.
What you mean? Tory Lanez is recording through the jail phone, man.
I don't know, man. But everybody does not get the Tory Lanez setup. so I'm just saying, if you can actually use AI to make things happen for yourself, in that sense, absolutely. However, if nothing do you and you just get outside and you want to add that, then that's crazy. I already side eye artists that use AI artwork for their music. That is just, to me, that's some bullshit. It's like, come on, man. Like,
you saw the Snoop Dogg one with he did the whole AI video.
No, and I don't want. I don't want to see that.
Don't see that.
I
Just
don't
didn't
see
look.
that.
It looked like Kimani was in his like early 30s, late 20s.
Really.
Yeah, like that era. It's
But
like
listen, AI is only uncool when you can tell that it's AI.
yeah.
That's the first thing. So it looks tacky if you can tell that it's AI. Speaking of AI, I think Tenny just did an AI video and people were cooking out. Rightfully so.
I refuse to speak on Tenny.
Why is that? Do you guys have history?
Yeah, we don't have any history. No, I like Tenny, so I don't wanna.
Really?
Yeah, I like her as an artist. I like seeing what she's doing.
Yeah.
That girl can sing.
She can.
That girl can sing.
She can sing. But there was this song she put out like a year or two ago where she was addressing her sexuality. I don't know if you saw that.
I haven't seen. Oh, the one where there was shakes, yeah, shaking everywhere.
I don't know if she was shaking Yasho.
I'm sure they were. I really remember Yash in that video. I could be wrong.
I don't know if that was. I know there was one where she was on a boat with babes, but I don't think that's the song. There was one where she was doing a thing, and honestly, the song didn't sound good. I'm not going to lie. I just felt like if you're going to come out the closet or kind of use one way to address your sexuality, like make it bang now. And it's possible to do that because Good Girl LA does it.
The only reason why I said I don't speak on Nini is because I don't know what vibe she's going on. I don't know what her sound is going to or where it is. She's very, very versatile. So she doesn't have like one thing. Because her sister now, so you can tell her sister's very like house.
Amapiano, house music.
Chill, yeah. So I know what Nini's is.
Right.
Tenny's on is just a little like she can flow everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm like. Because either way, I feel like she will kill it.
Okay.
So,
all right. Do you think that Afrobeats or Nigerian listeners are open-minded enough for a queer or gay/lesbian Afrobeats artist? Yes or no?
As a yes or no question.
Yes or no?
That's crazy.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I
think so too. Only if the person is not a man.
Yes.
As long as you're a woman,
yes.
you're good.
Actually, that's true. Because the first thing that came to my head was like ladies.
Yeah.
Like queer.
Yeah. For the ladies, you're good. Like you can come out and say you're into women and nobody.
That is so true.
However, if you're a guy and you come out and say, I don't know, it might be a rap for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say I don't know about this.
Let me say this. Because to be fair, we haven't seen anybody mainstream or maybe above underground who has come out and actually said that they're not to my recollection.
I know of that one Igbo guy. He's a actor, and then he went and there was a stunt that he did. He wore some outrageous like night thing and then put in like bra and stuff in the stingy, and it says I'm gay now, whatever. And the amount of shit he got in the comments. You didn't see that? You didn't see what I'm talking about?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
And then there's irrelevance.
But that guy doesn't even fit the description. But like, I think in Nigeria or in Afrobeat, you're safe as long as you don't actually come out and say you are this thing.
People can already assume that you are.
They can assume, or they will give you that plausible deniability, right? So you've seen Bella Shmurda wear like skirts and shit, and you don't really see it affect the way people listen to him or how they view him as an artist. One thing you're increasingly seeing in the Nigerian space, in the Afrobeat space, is male artists who are painting their nails. Right now, it's kind of seen as normal. Like nobody really is making noise about why this one they paint nail. Like Grandma just posted a bunch of pictures and his nails are painted in the photos, and nobody's saying anything about that. He does have some very flexible poses he does in some of his pictures. Doesn't really get headlines. So it's like you can kind of, I'm pretty sure I've seen footage or pictures of like Portable wearing like crop top and skirt. Odunsi wears crop shirts all the time. You know, so there's that, okay, you can kind of float in there, but it's like just stop short of anything but actually saying it. For the ladies, what you see on the other hand is, like I said, I've heard Tenny actually kind of address some of that. Good Girl LA is the person who is actually addressing it. Good Girl LA is actually the person that is addressing it head on, but not in a way where it's like she's coming out to say, "Hey guys, you know I'm gay, accept me." It's more like she's just
LA is.
you don't know who Good Girl LA is.
I don't. Is she? She's not new, maybe.
She's not new. She's kind of been around.
But what does
She has that song with Vector.
Many things I will do for you. Oh yeah, I don't really know her catalog like that. So she's not new yet now.
Yeah. And it's so funny because she went from that song where she's like, you know, heterosexual relationship romance thing, then took a break from music for like 2 or 3 years, and then like just jumped out the closet like, let me suck your clit. Like she just she just said that, like
what in the
just
actual
like,
fuck?
it was just like it was just like out of nowhere. She just was like, all right, this is what I do. Like I'm gonna take a girl and you know and all that stuff. All right, she just dropped a song with Mavo, and she's on there talking about, you know, babe, they give me headies and you know, that kind of thing. Right.
I think a lot of Nigerian
Shout out
girls
to her.
are gay personally.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them are. I'm not surprised by it. So
I mean, a country with that many people, yeah, absolutely.
I've came across a lot, and I could just already tell that it's probably gay.
shout out to Kukere for living her truth, because she's always somebody who, when I look at her aesthetic, like she has that gothic thing going on, that dark, you know, like she's doing knife play. Like she looks like she could be the African niece of like the Addams family. You know, like that's kind of the thing, the look she has going on. But she's like,
it's actually crazy.
but the music she's making doesn't fit the look.
Did you sabi?
And so I've always wondered, like, is that something that she struggles with, matching maybe the way you feel with like the market that you're in? I think that being able to just comfortably say on your music that you're into women is one way of like actually
Coming out.
not just coming out, but kind of taking ownership or like taking control of what your narrative is going to be.
Okay.
You know, it's like I'm different in this sense. It is what it is. Like I don't want to apologize for that. Like I'm me. And I hope that it continues to work for her. I hope everything works out for her, honestly. And I think most importantly is the fact that she's saying it in a way where it's like it's smooth. You know, like it works with the music. Like on this song, right? Like
Cause it's all about my ego. I know your man, he don't wanna go. But it kinda made me want you more. It's like you're watching when I'm fucking you. You say you want it, so I want it too. She don't wanna be with nobody else. Anytime I leave,
This is a good song.
Anytime we on, I can't deny. The way she put it down on me, it make me wanna.
Oh yeah, I'm adding to the playlist for sure. Yeah, this is actually a fire song. Send me this one. Send me the other one. You play too. Yeah.
you see how smooth, like she's talking about, like the subject of the song is a woman, and she's just like casually talking about her attraction and what she wants to do, and it's smooth. Like it's just like you're not stopping to think about, oh, like this is what she does. Like it's just it, and I think that that's fire. Like if you're going to be yourself or you're going to be different, the most important thing people care about is the music good. As long as the music is good, you
No
know,
one really cares.
nobody really cares.
So is that why you're criticizing? Like, what's her name? One was not that good.
Yeah, the news one was not good. No, like, you know, if you're talking about your sexuality and the music is not good, then any homophobia where you receive, they come like that.
Damn. And you don't mind them, Joe.
Then you don't mind me, Jare. Keep doing your thing. You don't really need to explain to anybody. I think you're just like, you know, like my guy here says, you're somebody who is like, you're always doing different things. So you can be like your whole aura is like fluidity, like in your music and everything. Like you see times when you put on makeup and dress and do whatever works for you, fam. Go ahead and do that.
Facts.
I feel like there were a couple other songs that I wanted us to address, but we'll have to save that for
What is that?
for the next time.
Okay.
I have some cocaine outside that I need to go and shovel, so we really have to wrap this up.
Let's address the last thing from the last video.
What's the last thing?
No, the tunes, because there was traction with the tunes.
Yeah, that's okay. Final topic. DJ Tunes
Equal.
versus Equal. I think you started something.
I don't think I did though.
I think it's you. Because before you said anything about Equal in your whole thing about saying DJ Tunes is a real DJ, there was no major mention of DJ Tunes and Equal in the same sentence. Then all of a sudden, 2-3 days after I drop the clip of you saying that, then all of a sudden it's like they are trading disses on Twitter.
Why do you trading disses? Who started trading disses? Is it Equal?
I think Davido came out and was just making some subliminals, and people were trying to figure out, is he talking about Burna Boy, is he talking about Wiz? Then Equal now said something, and then Equal said something, Davido quoted it or retweeted it, and then DJ Tunes now responded. So it was like, okay, you've cut your sub pretty much, right? And basically it was like Equal said, person go just sleep, wake up, and their only mission for this life now to they hate on people when no send them. And then DJ Tunes said, DJ to DJ, hate on what? Your dance moves, nigga. So,
Yo.
and since then, like for the past 2 or 3 days, DJ Tunes has been on Equal's neck, like just insulting him. He's been calling, he'll tweet, move at your back, like the Tyler song, but he's talking about
You should at this point, just do a dance off at this point. Fuck it. Yeah.
No, DJ Tunes will lose that one now,
I know.
for sure.
But yeah, in terms of,
But I think that you started that because again, Equal was just chilling,
it was unintentional.
and then you just
I
put him in
was
the line of
just
fire.
gyrating DJs in my head. I was trying to come up with DJs in my head to describe levels.
Yeah,
And not like I said, no shade to Equal, like dead ass. I was talking.
that shit was shady as a motherfucker.
There was no shade to him.
That shit was shady as
I just said DJ Tunes
Palm tree shade.
is an international DJ where like he
And
puts
Equal is
out-
local, right?
Yeah, the one I say, right? The one I say.
I didn't say try to help. I'm
Why
trying
did I
to help
say
you
Equal
get your
is
thoughts out.
The first time I got into Equal, I knew who Equal was when Davido came to Chicago first, and then that's why I heard that Equal was his official DJ. I'm like, oh, that's the first time I ever knew. I never knew who Equal was.
So you didn't know that until last year?
No, he was here like 2020, 2021.
Okay, so like 4 years ago.
That's when I knew of. That's when I even knew of Equal. So I didn't even know. So yeah. Other than that, no offense to. I wasn't trying to do none of that.
This Davido and Whiskey camp thing, man, you guys need to wrap this shit up, bro. We're tired of the whole this thing. If you go meet for street fights, then do that. But it's back and forth. No, Davido and Whiskey's camp now, like constantly going back and forth and doing the whole Twitter thing. Like
I don't know why, man. They should, every December too. It's always the end of the year.
Yeah, around this time it's like
It's the end of the year.
bro,
It's
I
so
beg,
weird.
I beg, he's dead. Like just free that thing. We know send now. Keep dropping good music. That's all me I care about.
Yeah, facts.
And with that, to wrap up another dope episode of Background Unreleased. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Oh damn, man. How you feel?